Madam Eileen Ogolla and the family of the late General, our CDF, Francis Omondi Ogolla, Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Her Excellency First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto, Your Excellency Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, and Mama Dorcas Gachagua, Your Excellency the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, Speakers of the National Assembly and Senate, the Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court, Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, Cabinet Secretaries and Principal Secretaries present, and all senior government officials invited, Governor of Nairobi County, service commanders, honorable members of the House Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the KDF fraternity, our families, distinguished ladies, distinguished gents, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great sorrow and great sense of loss that we have gathered at this stadium, which was very dear to our departed CDF. I take this opportunity, Your Excellency, on behalf of the Kenya Defence Forces fraternity, both those that are here and those that are in our peacetime locations, and our troops that are deployed all around the country and beyond, to convey a deep message of condolence to the family of our departed leader. Your Excellency, I also take this opportunity to convey those condolences as well to yourself, members of the National Security Council, and all the leadership in the security sector for this loss. Let me thank you, Your Excellency, and through you the entire nation for standing with us, the KDF family, during this moment of great loss. Not only did we lose our CDF, but we lost 9 others, general officers, and service members in the tragic air accident that happened. Your Excellency, we have also received support messages of comfort and condolences from far and beyond. General Ogolla, and I do not need to really go over again describing what kind of a person he was, because the family has said that, as well as the principal chaplain, and we all knew him. But he had many friends within the security establishments, both in the region and through his engagements externally. We've received messages, and I'll just mention a few. The Chief of Defense Staff of India, his friend, the Chief of Defense Staff of Sri Lanka, whom he had invited here recently, and we learned, or rather shared, a lot of ideas in terms of the kind of engagements that we are engaged in in dealing with the threats that confront our republic. There's also the General Mbadi, UPDF, who is the immediate former CDF, who worked very closely. The CDF of Burundi, who will be with us tomorrow, and many others. But presently here, sir, we have General Gatechu Selbina, the DMI of Ethiopia, representing Field Marshal Birhan Jula of Ethiopia, who, if you recall, sir, he was here also recently as a guest of our departed CDF. We also have the Commander of Land Forces of the Republic of Rwanda, Defense Forces, representing the Rwanda CDF. Your Excellency, also allow me to acknowledge with us retired CDFs of Kenya. We have retired General Kibochi, retired General Karangi, and retired CGS General Jeremiah Kianga, and many other retired both officers, general officers, and service members who are all here to show solidarity and to send off our general. Your Excellency, today you have noticed that we are all conducting this ceremony dressed in combat uniform. This is in honor of our general who died in the operation area conducting operational duties in the North Rift. And sir, like I mentioned to you earlier, last week we spent a lot of time meeting with the field commanders, service commanders and all, discussing ways and means and planning how to continue advancing our operations and making the country secure. After he was briefed on the situation in the North Rift, he tasked General Keter to look for resources to complete the task that you had given him, and told us that, actually he told me, wewe baki kwa ofisi, angalia mambo ya ofisi, next week, kuanzia next week, mimi nitakuwa kwa field. And his intention was to visit North Rift. After that, our troops in close operations, theaters, and within Somalia, just to reinvigorate and to continue giving the spirit of warriorship to our soldiers. We accept the will of God. Your Excellency, my duty is to assure you that the Kenya Defense Forces remains strong despite the loss. We are continuing with our duties of securing our country just like the general would have wanted us. And his passing will only give us the impetus to do more. Sir, you have seen a son of a general. That spirit reflects the general and it transcends to all of us. I will not, sir, go into detail again, like I said, but I will just finish by saying that the general was a very visionary leader. He leaves behind with us his visionary, his vision and the documents that we have developed to make KDF better. He was a very decisive commander and leader. He was very fair, firm but very fair when he dealt with situations. He would be considerate of actions before he took them. So, sir, and this, as we have heard, is grounded on his strong professional grounding, his spiritualism, his intellectual abilities, and family background. These, Your Excellency, are what defines our departed general. So, sir, we felt that this was a good event for the entire KDF and for those that will not be able to continue and with us in the journey to give him his final respects, to come here and send off our general in a very in this ceremony of military honors. Thank you, Excellency. And with those said, let me invite our Cabinet Secretary, who worked closely with General Ogolla as our leader, to give his remarks and continue with the program. Thank you, sir.